Hey friends, I'm Chris Schufel with Chris in the Classroom, and today we're going back to basics. In the mid and late 1900s, there was a psychologist named Dr. Albert Ellis. He was super famous in the psychology world, and he discovered that people's emotions happen in an ABC pattern. Here's what I mean. First, there's an A. There's an activating event. Stuff happens to you, good, bad, and indifferent. You stub your toe, or you find $5 on the ground, or someone compliments you, or someone insults you. Stuff happens to you. It's called life. Now, here's a question. Can you always control what happens to you? No. Can you always control what comes out of somebody else's mouth? No. We can't always control the A, the activating event, but all day, every day, they happen. Life is made up of these activating events. Now, the next thing that we notice, the next thing that we observe is C. That's our emotional consequence. That's our feelings, our emotions, our reactions. And that could be anywhere from mad to sad to meh, kind of like whatever, it is what it is, to glad. And it's easy to think that A causes C. We fall into the trap of thinking the stuff that happens to us causes us to feel a certain way. How many times have you said something like, "Oh, that person made me mad," or "what they said made me sad," or "that person made me happy," or "that thing that happened to me made me happy"? And we blame our emotions on the things that happen to us. It's an easy trap to fall into, but as Dr. Albert Ellis described, that's not totally true. So if you're familiar with the first half of the alphabet, you know that in between A and C is the letter B. B stands for your belief system, or as sometimes I like to say, your brain. This is everything you've ever been taught, everything you believe, everything you think, your preconceived notions, your assumptions, everything that is you is housed here. So really, things work out like this. Something happens to you. It runs through your belief system or your brain first, which only takes a fraction of a second. That's why we never notice it. And then, because of your beliefs and your thoughts, you have an emotional reaction. Let me break that down a little bit more. Let's say that someone says or does something mean to you. Let's say they call you a name or they insult you in some way. And let's say that you believe in your brain that that's the worst thing that anybody could ever say to you. You hate that word, you hate that insult. Words have the power to hurt and wound. Nobody has the right to say that thing to you. People have to be kind to you, and they have to treat you how you think you deserve to be treated. Well, if that's the case, your emotions, your heart, they're going to be hurt. They're going to be broken. You're going to be mad. You're going to be sad. You're going to have a bad day. But what happens if we change one little thing? Let's say that someone's mean to you. They call you with that name or they give you that insult. That doesn't change. But this time, let's say that you believe in your brain that words don't have to hurt. Words only have the power that I give them. That word, that name, that insult, that other person's opinion doesn't define me. It doesn't define who I am. I'm not going to take it to heart. I'm not going to take it personally. Well, if that's what you believe, how's your emotions going to be? You're going to be just fine. You're not going to be upset. You're not going to be bothered by it. And you're going to have a good day no matter what. You see, friends, when you change the way you think about things, then you can control how you feel. If you believe that the mean words and actions of other people don't have to bother you, then they won't. If you can look at a situation and realize that, you know what, it's not as bad as it could be, and it's not going to last forever, and you can actually use that situation to grow and become stronger, you're going to be just fine. In order for someone to break your heart, they have to get through your brain. I'll say it again. In order for someone to break your heart, they have to go through your brain. And if you program your brain to think, I'm not going to let this bother me, then your heart stays protected and you end up having a good day regardless of what happens to you. Well, that's it, friends. Thanks for watching, and until next time, class is dismissed. You see, friends, when you that looks really cool.